This is QTV News coming to you from our studios on Caraba Avenue. I'm Umudu Gajaga and thank you for joining us. First, a look at our main news headlines. The new Judicial Service Secretary was sworn in on Thursday by President Adama Barrow at the State House. The Gambia Bankers Association is hosting this year's West African Bankers Association WABA 77th Executive Council and 41st Annual General Meeting. The European Union delegation to the Gambia and partners jointly launched the EU support to the Consolidation of Democratic Dispensation project in the Gambia on Thursday. In business news, Yana Financial Services officially launched a new Islamic microfinance branch in Basse on Monday. And in international news, a Gambian reggae artist tells us about his hopes and aspirations. Those were the news headlines, and now the news in detail. Welcome and thank you for joining us. This is QTV News. At the swearing-in ceremony of the new Judicial Service Secretary on Thursday, President Adama Barrow commended the Chief Justice and Judicial Service Commission for their role in transforming the country's judiciary. More in this report.
Constitutionally, the Judicial Service Secretary plays a key role in ensuring efficiency in service delivery within the judiciary. Following 3 decades of active service and having previously served in various capacities, Abdou Conte was sworn in on Thursday as the country's new Judicial Service Secretary. Presiding over the event, President Adama Barrow congratulates Mr. Conte on his appointment, citing his decades-old experience and support of the Judicial Service Commission as promising premonition that he will do well in his new role. And President Barrow went on to commend the judiciary leadership for their role in reshaping the country's judiciary following the advent of his administration. And as he implored the newly sworn-in Judicial Service Secretary to live up to the Service Commission's expectations, he gave assurances of his government's support to the judiciary at all times.
It is indeed a position that is significant to the judiciary's efforts in the development of the Gambia's justice system and in the proper administration of justice. In accordance with Section 143 of the 1997 Constitution of the Gambia, Mr. Conte was duly appointed as the Judicial Secretary. Mr. Conte's vast knowledge, experience and dedication towards the judiciary is commendable.
Chief Justice Hassan B. Jallow thanked the President for his support to the judiciary since assuming office in 2017, adding that Mr. Conte's appointment will promote efficiency and the timely service delivery, given his experience and commitment to duty.
And so he comes in at a time when he has an added responsibility beyond the normal administrative and financial matters. But we are confident that with the more than 3 decades of experience working in the judiciary and as a legal practitioner, that he comes to the post well equipped to discharge those functions.
Having taken his oath of allegiance and secrecy and due execution of office, the newly sworn-in Judicial Service Secretary Abdou Conte thanks the Judicial Service Commission and the President for giving him an opportunity to continue serving his country, adding that he assumes his new role with utmost humility and honor.
I extend my deepest appreciation to the Chief Justice of the Judicial Service Commission and my esteemed colleagues within the judiciary for their unwavering support and confidence over the years. Together, we shall continue to strive to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of the judicial process while promoting transparency, accountability, and the highest standard of professionalism.
Mr. Conte's appointment adds to the growing number of Gambians promoted to senior positions within the judiciary since 2017. Until his appointment, Abdou Conte was the Sheriff of the Gambia, a post he held from 2019 to 2023. He also served as Court Clerk, Registrar of Court and Chief Registrar at the Supreme Court of the Gambia. Conte holds an LLB from the University of the Gambia 2014 and a barrister at law from the Gambia Law School in 2016. As Judicial Secretary, Mr. Conte is expected to carry out administrative work and offer technical advice to the Chief Justice in the day-to-day running of the courts. Ansmane Sonyasi for QTV News.
The Gambia Bankers Association is hosting this year's West African Bankers Association WABA 77th Executive Council and Annual General Meeting. Lena E. Igwenyiba reports.
The 77th Executive Council and 41st General Assembly meeting of the West African Bankers Association WABA brought together stakeholders from banking, government and financial institutions in the Gambia and the sub-region to discuss relevant economic issues. Aliou Cisse, Secretary General of WABA, spoke on the theme An Effective Pan-African Payments and Settlement System, the role of commercial banks as critical stakeholders.
Commercial banks are really critical in terms of developing and integrating payment systems in the region. And this is an important roadmap item under the ECOWAS single currency. So this is why this theme has been selected. And also institutions like WAMA also, they are implementing the ECOWAS payment and settlement system. And African Bank is also implementing the Pan-African payment and settlement system, which underscores the importance of payment system integration.
Guy Laurent Fonjo, president of WABA, provided an in-depth explanation of the association's operations.
The association continues to play a critical role in the development of the financial sector and overall financial stability through intermediation and the promotion of efficient payment and settlement system. The organization therefore plays a critical role in the monetary and economic integration agenda of the region.
WABA serves as an intermediary between banks and the Sub-Regional Committee of Central Banks, aiming to develop and coordinate cross-border banking and financial transactions to promote intra-regional trade, economic integration and development. Baba Yusuf Musa, Director General of the West African Institute for Financial and Economic Management, WIFEM, highlighted the association's vital role and reaffirmed WIFEM's commitment to the African banking community.
Let us embrace financial inclusion, digital transformation, cybersecurity, sustainable finance, and collaboration. By doing so, we can drive economic growth, create opportunities for all, and build prosperous and resilient West Africa. As DG of WIFEM, I assure you our unwavering commitment to supporting the banking community in West Africa. Together, we can overcome challenges, seize opportunities, and contribute to sustainable development of our economies.
Karamo Jawara, Director of the Banking Department, representing the Honorable Governor of the Central Bank of the Gambia, emphasized the numerous opportunities offered by the Pan-African payment and settlement system, a cross-border financial market infrastructure enabling payment transactions across Africa.
As PAF waves the way to digitalization, many doors are open for the financial sector to unlock the region's potential. By providing options for local currency settlements, PAF helps to eliminate exchange rate risk, which is a major obstacle of cross-border trade, given the huge forex demand on international trade.
The Gambian banking sector has experienced rapid growth in recent years, with the number of banks increasing from 5 in 2005 to 12 in 2015. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena Igwenyiba.
The European Union delegation to the Gambia, the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance IDEA, and other partners jointly launched the EU support to the consolidation of democratic dispensation in the Gambia on Thursday. Loli M. Kamara was there and filed this report.
The 3-year project will be implemented by the Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance and aims to support a participatory, inclusive, and human rights-based democratic transition in the Gambia. And some of their focused areas include technical assistance to the National Assembly and capacity development of parliamentary staff, offering technical assistance and capacity development to the National Human Rights Commission, and assisting in developing the capacity of the Gambia Press Union, amongst other things. International Ideas Africa and West Asia Regional Director Dr. Roba Saramo explained that the Institute first started its work in the Gambia in April 2017 through an assessment conducted of the country's transitional process and have worked with key national institutions such as the Justice Ministry and the National Assembly throughout the process. Dr. Saramo, further expands on the importance of this project.
The project is timely given the need to keep the momentum of institutional reform and capacity development of key institutions and actors in the country, including particularly the National Assembly, a very, very important organ of any democratic state, the National Human Rights Commission, and the Gambia Press Union.
The EU ambassador to the Gambia, Corrado Pampaloni, says the EU support project, which is consolidation of the democratic dispensation in the Gambia, is a renewed testimony of their commitment to fostering democratic institutions and principles in the Gambia. The president of the Gambia Press Union, Mohamed Esbah, and Emmanuel Daniel Diouf, the chairman of the National Human Rights Commission, while delivering their goodwill messages, highlighted how their respective institutions will benefit from this 3-year project.
Through training on legal provisions when seeking redress from the courts, and to develop an assault guide for journalists. Training on conflict-sensitive reporting and media coverage in the implementation of the recommendation of the Gambia government-wide paper on the TRRC report.
This support will provide technical assistance and further strengthen the capacity development to the national, other partners, but of course to the National Human Rights Commission, which was established by an act of the National Assembly in 2017, became operational in 2019 as an independent national human rights institution.
The Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Fabakary Tombonjata, officially launched the project.
This project intervention to support our role as parliamentarians will usher in numerous opportunities that would strengthen the institutional capacity of the National Assembly to undertake legislative and policy review and to ensure that democracy, the rule of law, and human rights are upheld at all levels of society by the government.
The International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance is an intergovernmental organization that works to support and strengthen democratic institutions and processes around the world to develop sustainable, effective, and legitimate democracies. For QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
We will now go for a commercial break, and when we return, we still have some more local, international, and business news stories. Do stay tuned.
Judicial brings you the future with our ultimate bundles. Enjoy the best voice and data bundle plans in one package. Get unlimited data packages with flexible validity and enjoy what true internet feels like. Get 30 minutes of on-net and off-net calls with 5 gigabytes of data for just $350. Or get bigger bundle packages from 10 gigabytes to 20 gigabytes with over 100 on-net and off-net voice calls and enjoy the fastest internet speed in the Gambia. You can also buy 1-day, 3-day, or even 7-day packages and enjoy unlimited data bundles with uncapped speeds. Just dial *343# today and experience the limitless capabilities of the QCell network. *343# should be your favorite code to dial now. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, we innovate, others follow.
How did your ministry deal with COVID?
President Barrow gives support to all the Gambians.
Challenges that came along with COVID regarding abuse against women.
Even before COVID, we have done a lot of work in the area of sexual and gender abuse violence. Yeah. If you are found wanting, the law will take the right course. You're going to prosecute. You're going to show an example to Gambians. If you prosecute one or two people, I'm sure we'll see a difference.
More women in key decision-making positions.
But we are managing powerful portfolios. Children on the move, use of children selling in the streets. When there is violence against a child or against children, anywhere you can report. Call 199 and report. We met somebody who said she was a beggar before, and now she has her own tailoring shop.
Still face a lot of challenges. Talk about women dying in labor.
1 to 1 tonight on QTV at 9 p.m.
To make sure your company's products and services reach your potential customers, it is essential that you choose the right channel for your marketing purposes. QTV has the widest reach locally and beyond, and we can give your business the visibility it needs. Call QTV Marketing on +220 324 4444 or email us at marketing@qtv.gm and take your business to the world.
Welcome back, and thank you very much if you're just joining us. This is QTV News. Barry Coleman, the founder of Riders for Health, a UK NGO which is now present in over 10 countries, said they are not in the Gambia for profit-making, but to give mechanical and transport assistance to ensure the delivery of quality health care. He was speaking to journalists after meeting President Adama Barrow at the State House on Wednesday. Here's an excerpt.
Everywhere there's a problem in reaching rural people with anything, and that includes healthcare, and this is all over Africa. And so we were aware that people had often been donated vehicles, for example, motorcycles and even bigger and more expensive vehicles, but those vehicles were not reaching people and were not lasting for their natural economic and mechanical lives. So something was wrong with that. So we started to think what could be wrong and how could that be put right? Because if people are waiting for care in rural communities and not getting it, that is an almost sinful situation where those of us can put that right and think about it, do not do so. This is an important moral question, not just a mechanical question. This is what are we like as human beings if we don't look after our fellow human beings properly? So Riders for Health, when we started working here, was based on that moral principle. It's not a for-profit undertaking. It's not for profit. Its sole purpose is the delivery of healthcare. We don't do the healthcare. We do the mechanical stuff that allows that to be delivered. And His Excellency the President is well aware of that, and he has talked to us on a number of occasions and encouraged his ministers to take this work seriously and to listen carefully when necessary to us, because we are the experts on this. If you try to run vehicles in a haphazard way, they will fail, and the consequences will be very serious. So it's an important undertaking, and it needs a close relationship with government. It needs an understanding and sympathetic relationship with government, and that's what His Excellency brings to this relationship and what he encourages other people in his government to do.
And now to some business news. Yana Financial Services officially launched a new Islamic microfinance branch in Basse on Monday. The microfinance institution is expanding their services to reach out to their customers in rural Gambia. Our reporter Alhaji A.F. Jallo was at the opening ceremony and filed this report.
Yana Islamic Microfinance is the newest branch opened by the company in Basse Town, URR. The event was attended by a cross-section of Basse society, regional and local authorities. At the opening ceremony, the managing director of Yana Financial Services, Yankuba Mambure, reaffirmed Yuna's commitment to delivering excellent services and promises the company will make a positive impact on the lives of the people of Basse.
Today, as we expand our reach with this new branch, we reaffirm our commitment to delivering excellent services and making a positive impact on the lives of the people of Basse and the surrounding communities. We are proud to announce that this new branch is the latest addition to our growing family of branches, bringing the total number of our branches across the country to 10 at this point. And we are only 2 years in the market.
Lamin Kamara, the head of Sharia at UNA Islamic Microfinance, gave the difference between the conventional banking and Islamic banking.
Fundamental differences between Islamic finance or Islamic financial institutions and microfinances are: number one is riba. So it is understood that Islamic banks, they operate in the tenets of Islamic principle, that is Sharia, which prohibited the use of riba. So as a result, Islamic financial institutions, their operations are not based on the loans or any transaction that would be prohibited by Sharia.
Bubakar Sidibe, the regional youth chairman in URR, encourages other young people to exploit the opportunity UNA Islamic Microfinance offers to develop their entrepreneurial aspirations.
The importance of this microfinance is sustainable development. Microfinance plays a role in achieving sustainable development goals, including eradicating poverty, reducing inequality, and promoting inclusion economic growth by supporting scale entrepreneurs and microfinances. Contribution to sustainable livelihoods, environmental sustainability, and inclusive development.
The Deputy Governor of URR, Mamanen Sise, and Mohamed Sise, the Chairman of Basse Area Council, gave assurances of their support to work with new Islamic microfinance branch, as it will play a pivotal role in complementing their various institutions.
It is with great pleasure that we welcome this institution to our community, as it brings a plethora of opportunities for our people, especially our women and youth.
This also will help the region in terms of job creation. We are aware of the chunk and a good number of our young people, both male and female, who are engaged by your department. As an authority, we must acknowledge that and say thank you for reducing the burden, because this is one of our responsibility to create jobs for our people.
Microfinance plays a significant role in sustainable economic development and a powerful tool for poverty reduction and social inclusion for all sectors of society. This new branch in Basse, it will empower individuals and communities through their tailored financial service to bring about economic growth and prosperity in communities. Reporting for QTV News, I am Alaji F. Jallo.
And now that takes us to international news. German-based Gambian reggae artist Jaringo Toure is dreaming of becoming a top artist a few years after releasing some beautiful singles over the last 3 years. He spoke to QTV about his upcoming projects. More in this report.
Yes, this is the time for liberation. Mama Africa awaits a revolution. This is the time for meditation. Free up your mind from the lies and illusions.
An explosive song titled Liberation, Mama Africa, released in 2019, was one of the songs which became hits online, especially YouTube. The Gambian reggae artist Jaringo Toure, who is based in Berlin, Germany, says African unity to become a reality was the reason behind the song, according to him.
When I meditate on the conditions of Africa, and I feel like we as black people, we need to come together as one country, you know. That's like I think that's the dream of a lot of African people, you know. Like, I'm the one who sing that, but I think why people love this song is because they could all identify with that idea of Africa becoming one, you know. And for now, for many people, it's just like a dream, but who knows, it may be realized one day, you know. It just depends on everybody contributing their quota. And for me, that was my contribution, you know.
After releasing several songs over the past few years, Jaringo says it is time to come up with an album. The Gambian singer has been performing at shows across Germany. He has also performed in Italy and Austria.
Yeah, because like I've been releasing singles and I've seen the reactions of the people towards those songs, and I feel like the people deserve an album from me, you know. So that's what I'm working towards. It's not an easy thing, you know, but I'm still working towards it. When it comes to the songs, I have the package already, everything done.
As well as being a musician, Jaringo has a full-time job. However, he still finds a way to be in the studio to practice, perform and record songs. He immigrated to Germany in search of a better life and better opportunities a few years ago. He says the doors are open for everyone, depending on what you want to do.
I won't say don't come here because I don't know what may happen, you know. Like people have like opportunities in different places. You may be in Gambia, you have an opportunity, and then you may not need to come here because you got an opportunity in Gambia. But you may also come here and have some certain kind of opportunity and influence which is good for you and the whole Gambia. So yeah, give it a go, but don't wait until you come to start working. Start working now.
Apart from his hit song titled Liberation, Jaringo has songs such as Good Vibes and Fireborn, amongst others.
I'm on a burning fire upon the wicked. How this a fire rapid cooling.
Umudu Gajaga, QTV News. Jaringo Ture there with the positive vibration. Now before we end this news bulletin, here's a recap of our main news headlines. The new Judicial Service Secretary was sworn in on Thursday by President Adama Barrow at the State House. The Gambia Bankers Association is hosting this year's West African Bankers Association WABA 77th Executive Council and 41st Annual General Meeting. The European Union delegation to the Gambia and partners jointly launched the EU support to the consolidation of democratic dispensation project in the Gambia on Thursday. And in business news, Yona Financial Services officially launched a new microfinance branch in Baserada on Monday. And in international news, a Gambian reggae artist told us about his hopes and aspirations. That's all in this bulletin of the news. Thank you very much for watching. Join us again at 10 for another bulletin.